Alrighty. Hopefully second time's the charm here. I got interrupted the first time we're trying to record this. Alright, last part we finished Spyro 1. Let's jump right into Spyro 2. Hopefully the cutscenes play, because I had to skip through them to attend to something. Okay, good, they are playing. Great. I'll be right back after the cutscenes.
Ever gonna stop? I've forgotten what the sun looks like. We should go on vacation. Somewhere warm. Somewhere sunny. Dragon Shores, yeah! I haven't been there since we kicked Nasty Nork's butt. How about it, Sparks? You up for a vacation at the beach? Last one there's a Nork!
Is it working, Professor?
Almost. Just a few more adjustments to these orbs and...
Maybe this isn't such a good idea. Bringing a dragon here could just make Ripto more angry.
Calm down, Hunter, and stop fidgeting.
But you saw the professor's book. They have claws like this, and teeth like this, and they can spit fire like this. They sound much more dangerous than Ripto.
That's exactly the point. A dragon is our only chance of stopping Ripto, and you know it.
It's working! It's working! I've got a dragon!
Huh?
Whoa, rough landing. Hi, which way's the beach? Hey, stop staring. Haven't you guys ever seen a dragon before?
You're a dragon?
You got a problem with that, pussycat?
Well, well, someone forgot to invite me to the party. Were you trying to keep something from me? A dragon? You brought a dragon to Avalar? I hate dragons. Yeah! Crush! Kill it! Kill it! Go, you imbecile! You ate my scepter! I'll deal with you later!
Who was that jerk?
That was Ripto, and we have to get rid of him. He's causing all sorts of trouble around here, but I haven't got time to explain. Here, take this magic guide to Avalar. It'll help you begin to understand our worlds. Right now, I have to follow Ripto and see what he's up to. I'll meet you in Summer Forest, okay?
Hey, wait a minute! How do we get ourselves into these messes, pal?
And the adventure begins. Wait, do I never checked this. Do I have motion blur on? This is a funny way to start this. Camera passive. Is it under graphics? No, I have it off. Okay. Thought for a second my brain played a trick on me. Anyway.
Hi, Spyro! Welcome to Glimmer! Unfortunately for us, a mob
That line is etched into my mind forever.
you stop them?
That hi Spyro, welcome to Glimmer for both the Reignited and the original. So yeah, I got a lot to talk about with this game specifically, because this is my favorite of the trilogy, so... where do I even begin with this game? This was the first game of the trilogy I ever played. I didn't play Year of the Dragon first, and I didn't play Spyro the Dragon first. I'm pretty sure, anyway. Maybe I played Spyro the Dragon first? I don't remember, actually, looking back, but... This is probably one of the games I've beaten the most, just in life, if we're counting this and, the original mixed together. I've probably beaten this game... over probably 20 times at this point, 25 times. Maybe even more, who knows. Also, I love this little... I love ladybugs, but I also love this bug. If you run into one of them while they're flying, they just start spinning. I don't know how that got through, but that's funny. Anyway, like, Spyro 2 has always been one of my favorite games of all time. Like, it's easily a top 3 game still for me. It was my #1 for the longest time. It could still be, like, if I think about... Well, here, I'll say this after we talk to Zoe here.
Hi, Spyro. I'm a friend of Alora's, and she asked me to help you out. Whenever you find me, I'll remember your progress. Like...
Oh, skip the dialogue there.
That zap means that if you get into trouble, I'll return you to this place. See you around.
Yeah, if I'm thinking of, like, my all-time favorite games, this is one of them. Let me see, another one. You don't have anything to say until I flame him. This, probably Majora's Mask, Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, and probably Bloodborne are my, like, 3 favorite games right now. Like, they're still probably my top 3. I will say, though, like, after playing it, Cyberpunk 2077 has really shot up the ladder for me. All of which are games I want to play on the channel at some point, by the way. Anyway, let's get back to this game.
We gem cutters are a bit too short to climb these ladders. And it looks like you are too. After you learn to climb, come back to Glimmer to see me.
Yep, so right away this game already shows that there's gonna be backtracking. Also, the fan favorite.
Ah, you must be the dragon everyone's talking about. Well, dragon or not, I'm afraid there is a small fee to open the bridge. It will cost you 100 of your gems to cross.
So yeah, now in Spyro 2, instead of Spyro 1, where you just have to collect the gems and, you know, have a certain number of them to move from world to world for a couple of them, Moneybags will be here to troll you you have to collect gems to pay him to basically unlock ways forward now, so.
Thank you, Mr. Dragon. Spyro, was it? You can now use the bridge whenever you want, free of charge. I hope we meet again when you have even more gems.
So yeah, there is actually a way to skip past paying him, like, I don't know exactly how it's done, but there's like a way to like jump charge like from a very specific angle, and you can actually get on top of that torch. It has collision and it'll let you glide across it.
To get a good look around, press the action button. Try using action to look around this cave.
We don't need to worry about that right now. Anyway, so like this game just means a lot to me. I'll go into some of the story stuff later of why. I think we got all the gems already. Well, we'll be back here anyway, so. Spoiler alert, we ain't coming back to Glimmer. We're gonna finish this all in one go. Like, what is it? I know a lot of people don't like the backtracking in Spyro 2 and 3. It never really bothered me at all. But I don't know, how do I word it? I'll just come back to that thought later. But again, I just don't mind it. Like, I can understand why people don't like it. It's a valid criticism for some people, but I just don't care. Oh wait, we gotta get you. So anyway, comparing one thing to this game and both the first and the third game that I just vastly prefer is the fact that enemies do not drop gems anymore. Like, you just get the gems from like chests and laying on the ground. Enemies give you like little spirit things that will activate these power-ups in the level, which I think is a lot cooler.
Superfly power-up is active, and you can restart our gem lamps. Flame all the lamps quickly, and the big
big gem lamp will light. The power-up will give you enough magic to fly for a short time.
Yep, so we now get power-ups in the actual level, which to me is a lot cooler than, you know, leaving it to just, what's the word? Just like supercharge ramps in the first game, or, you know, being able to only use flight stuff in the speedways.
Thanks for helping me light the lamp, Spyro. A fairy gave me this orb, but I like gems better. You take it instead.
And I also like the more side objectives in this game that'll, like, have you do just various different things. You know, fly around, like the gem lamps. There'll be a lot more later on, so. Let's use the flight, because we gotta go up there to get the gems. So, one thing I could talk about is, like, since I played the original Spyro 2 so much as a kid, and even into my, like, early to late teens, I mean, I still occasionally play it. Like, I mentioned earlier in the Spyro 1 playthrough, I finally got a PS3, and I bought Spyro 2 for it through the shop, and I've been replaying it alongside this, funnily enough. So, you know, when this game was first coming out and everything, like, it had a lot to live up to in my mind, because I already held Spyro 2 so much on a pedestal. But anyway, we can talk about that in a second.
Little lizards have eaten my entire crop of gems. I've tried hitting them with rocks, but they're too fast for me. You can try using one of my rocks. If you have any questions, just ask me.
Yep, so another thing they added to this game was being able to pick up things in your mouth and use the spit function.
Follow me to the next lizard.
So, okay, I will say, here's one thing I don't like that they changed is if you jump, glide, and press triangle immediately, you just fall. In Spyro 2 and 3, you get a new move called the hover, where if you glide for a second, you can do a little, like, hover at the end. So with this, you actually have to glide for a second, and it throws me off every time. If you have trouble with that, then just use the super flight power-up to fly in there. But I miss the ability to immediately just press triangle and hover whenever I want to.
You can spit pretty far, Spyro. See if you can spit all the way to the lizard.
The one thing I will say, though, is this game really got the looks down pat. Like, this game looks really good for... Can I get him? No, I think they're invincible once they start that animation.
Lizard up high, you'll have to aim. Press the action button to aim, then press the attack button to spit.
You don't actually have to with this one. You can just jump and spit. So he's going to go inside, but I'm going to show a little trick. I think a lot of people already know about this, but if you use the super flight power-up, if you go too far from the power-up, it'll start draining it a lot faster. Oh, this might be rough if he's in the way. I don't know if I'll be able to do it with him in the way, but let's see. And then if you really quickly... Nope, I'm going to have to do that a second time, because I didn't realize he would be still running through the hallway. So he kind of screwed that up, but... You can use that just barely to make it to the other super flight power-up on the ladder. Actually, it might be more efficient to fly till you get there. And you kind of want to get to the top of the bridge here and then immediately get as high as you can. And then there you go. You don't even have to backtrack to this level.
You've got the super fly power-up active. Now you can light the gem lamps in this cave.
Yeah, don't forget this red gem right here. That one's a very well hidden one in the Reignited Trilogy because of the grass. But yeah, this game had a lot to live up to in my mind of, you know, what could it do to make me even feel like it's as good as the original. And if you're wondering, overall, I think this game is about on par with the original. I don't know if I like it more, but it's pretty close, at least. So that still made me pretty happy.
Here, somebody mixed this orbit with the baseballs.
Oh yeah, I didn't mention this, but this game has two like, how do I word it? Think of the orbs as the like dragon eggs in this game, except there's a lot more of them, and then think of what we'll get later, which is the talismans, as kind of like the rescuing the dragons from like the first game. So, oh wait, we don't have all the orbs yet. I was about to leave. We don't need another instance of Spyro 1's finale where I completely forget to do something like one of the earlier levels. So that's using triangle. It'll give you like a little reticle to see. But it's already like, what is it? This game throws you into a level instead of the home world. So, and like you can see the levels are already a lot more, I don't know if they're bigger per se, but they have a lot more going on in each level. Like in a sense, they feel more lived in than the first game did. Like, I like the first game's themes for the world. Like, they all had a specific theme. Like, the Peacekeepers was, you know, like, mostly more of, like, a desert world, and Beastmakers was more of, like, a swampy world, etc. But this game, like, each level feels a lot more memorable. Like, actually talking to NPCs and, you know, like, oh, Glimmer is a gem mine.
You can have as many rocks as you like.
So, let's see. I think that's everything for Glimmer. So we don't have to backtrack here, which is nice. Let's...
Spyro, thanks for helping us fight off the lizards. Please take this talisman of Glimmer as a sign of our gratitude.
Yeah, so that's the big goal of every level, is you want to get the talisman at the end, or at least for the first part of the game.
We'll take you to Summer Forest, one of the home worlds of Avalar.
Yeah, to beat the game, you're going to have to get a lot of orbs, so...
Step through the portal next to me to go to Summer Forest.
Yeah, this is one thing I'll say. I'll give Spyro 3 credit when we get to it, but yeah, the dialogue with NPCs is a little bit better in Spyro 3. But we should have another cutscene, so I'll be back after that.
Oh no! Oh, hello. We didn't get a chance to introduce ourselves before. My name is Alora.
Hi. I'm Spyro. What are you, some kind of goat?
I'm a fawn, you dork.
Oh, sorry.
Did you meet the gem cutters in Glimmer?
Yeah, they gave me a souvenir too. They called it a talisman.
They gave you a talisman?
What, is it special? I just stuck it in the guidebook you gave me.
Well, there are 14 talismans in Avalar, and they are all magical. If you can collect enough of them, they can be used to defeat Ripto. Hunter, where have you been?
Oh, I got a little lost.
Spyro's gonna help us collect the talismans.
I am?
He is.
Spyro, look. There's no way you can get to Dragon Shores right now. Ripto and his monsters have taken over the castle here in the Summer Forest. You're going to have to go to Avalar's worlds and convince the inhabitants to give you their talisman. You can keep them in your guidebook.
Hey, I could do that. Why doesn't the dragon just torch Ripto?
Hunter, you can't even keep track of your running shoes. How can we trust you with 14 talismans? If you come across any orbs, they're important too. But I'll tell you about them later.
Okay, no problem. I'll collect a few talismans, give Ripto the old hot foot, and be in Dragon Shores by lunchtime.
And we're thrust right into the first game's homeworld, and when I was a kid, this blew my mind on the original. And when I replayed it now on when the Reignited trilogy came out, it did shoot me back. It was like it gave me that feeling of like, yeah, this is what it looked like when I was a kid kind of feeling. But I do want to show off something that most people don't show off in this game. So we're actually going right back into Glimmer. Hopefully, let's see how long the load screen is. Oh, it isn't. Why was it not that long compared to the first games? Okay, hi Pogo. So we're actually just going to rush right through Glimmer, because another thing this game added... Oop, hold on. Another thing this game added was intro and outro level cutscenes for every single level. Glimmer's intro cutscene is the beginning of the game. You get teleported here. But, yeah, I wanted to go through... Yep, you can give me the talisman. Yippee, we already have this talisman. You already collected this talisman, yeah. So, now when we leave, we'll get a different cutscene unique for Glimmer. Yeah, I really like those cutscenes and things, so... So this I don't know how I'm gonna cut this game up. We'll see, because we're already at 21 minutes and we've only completed the first level. The game gets a lot... This game's a lot longer than the first game. But I think a good thing we can do is we can finish up what we can of the home world. Oh, another big thing from the first game. You could see a gem underwater. We can't get it yet, but Spyro doesn't immediately die upon going into the water anymore. So, he learned how to doggy paddle at least, and float. Was it tread water? Is that what it is? So yeah, well, we can finish up what we can in the home world, and then I think I can call it a part. And we'll see how it goes afterward. And instead of like life fairies, you just get the butterflies in a glass bottle. I think I walked past this one too. But you can also still occasionally get them from the fodder enemies. So yeah, again, one big thing is I don't know how it's going to be. Well,
this is the homeworld called Summer Forest. There are portals to many of the Avalar worlds around here. Unfortunately, Ripto has taken over the castle, and we need your help. Start by retrieving the talismans from each of the worlds you visit.
okie dokie. So yeah, one of the bigger things, I don't know how this is going to be cut up, because we won't be able to finish Summer Forest, at least casually, as we're playing, until we get to the next homeworld. So I don't know how exactly I'm going to cut things up. I'll just we'll just see if I just feel like playing the game and just going through it. That's probably the best option, honestly. Yeah, though, that should be all the gems down here. Yeah, if you fall down there or take the steps down, Hunter will come up, but I'm gonna skip his dialogue here. Yeah, Ripto broke it. Yeah, you're supposed to glide across. He's teaching you that, because I don't think you ever actually need to glide in Glimmer at all. So I guess that is technically smart to put him there as like a backup. I never thought about that before. So there's gonna be a lot more gems in this game than the first game. Hey, Moneybags, we'll worry about you later, because we don't have enough gems to learn how to swim yet. I mean, oh well.
Dragonfly following you around is your health indicator, Spyro. The brighter he is, the more hit points you have.
Not a very good explanation, but...
Sorry, Spyro. I'd love to teach you how to swim underwater, but not as much as I'd love to take your treasure.
So yeah, basically there's no way to learn how to swim unless you know how to do that like bridge skip in the first level. So yep, we got one of our first levels, Colossus. And then we also have Idle Springs right there. For now, though, let's continue clearing out the rest of the home world. I think this is where we'll end it after helping Hunter with his
Nice,
orb.
Spyro. You look like you're pretty agile. Let's try putting it to a test. See if you can get up this first step. Press the jump button and hold it down to get more hang time.
Yeah, so this will be your kind of tutorial section. Yeah, if you just tap jump, you'll do a little hop, but...
Okay, not bad. Now to make this next jump, you'll have to glide. Press the jump button, then press jump again at the top of your jump to get the maximum glide distance.
Alright, Surfer Bro Hunter.
Nice job. Now try to do a hover. Press the jump button, then press jump again to glide. When you reach the end of your glide, press the action button to hover. Hovering will give you extra height and distance.
Yep, so that's new to this game, and it's probably the best thing they added, was that little hover.
Very good. Now for the hardest leap of all. You'll have to give this one everything you've got. Get a walking start, jump, glide, and hover just before you get to the edge of the platform. Don't forget to press forward on the left stick when you hover.
Yep, and you can see an orb over there. We'll get that later.
Wow, you're a pretty good athlete. If I hadn't lost my running shoes, I'd take you on for real. For now, here's an orb for your collection.
Oh yeah, and just like in the first game, if you click in left stick, I'm not sure what it is for keyboard, but sparks will still point to the nearest gem. So we got it, Hunter.
I'm just taking a break right now. I've got to rest for the next big race in Ocean Speedway.
Huh, a little bit of foreshadowing there. So yeah, though, I think that'll do it for the first part. We only did one level, which is funny compared to the other games, but I do need to take a breather here. Got a few things I need to take care of, so the next episodes might be longer, depending on if I can time it out, because again, this episode was supposed to be longer, but unfortunately, right as soon as I started recording this part, I got interrupted, so... And, like, it wasn't, like, a brief minute interruption, it was, like, a 20-minute interruption, so... But yeah, I expect the future parts to be a little bit longer, because next part we're likely going to do both Colossus, Idle Springs, and probably finish off as much of the home world as we can, so... Anyway, thank you so much for listening to me ramble, and in the next part, we'll just continue on. Alright, see you guys later.